All right, teachers, let's get started with Google Drawings. In this video, we're going to talk about the tools and the tips. It's going to go pretty quick because we're focusing on what the tool is and how you activate it. And then in the next video, we're going to use how you would maybe integrate this with actual activities with students. So in this video, we're going to go over tools and tips in Google Drawings of how to insert GIFs and stickers, how to use the Scribble Draw feature, how to embed a drawing into other places, how to insert a YouTube video in a Google drawing. It's pretty cool. We're going to talk about hyperlinking and the page expansion options that you have in Google Drawings. Let's jump right in. Let's not forget about our Googly companion document. On this document, you have your learning outcomes, but for each video, there is a place for you to take notes. You're going to access the drawing notes right here by the arrow. It'll expand the table. And here you can take notes of the things I'm about to show you in this video. Be sure to pause the video whenever you need to or rewatch any section that you're excited about or need to see again. This is for you. And then in the next video, we'll talk about ideas for implementing this into your classroom. Let's jump into our Google Drawing. And I'm going to start with how do you access it. So there's two simple ways to access Google Drawings. You can go into your Google Drive and under New, scroll down till you see the More button. Google Drawings is the first option. Another trick is you can just open a window and type drawing.new to access a new drawing. It'll open one for you. That hack works with our other tools today too. Now, the first thing I wanted to show you in Google Drawing is all about inserting GIFs and stickers. It's so easy. You're going to go right over here to Insert, and under Image, you're going to see GIFs and stickers are a new feature that we have in Google Drawing. When you click this, students can search, or you can search in Google Drawings for GIFs and stickers. I'm really feeling that beach vibe, so I'm going to search beach, and this is exactly what I needed. You're going to select the item and hit Insert. So everything you can do here, students can do too. You can move things around, resize them by grabbing the blue squares, and really customizing the shape and size that you want. You can even go over here under crop, and you can change the shape of images by cropping them. Let me show you that again. You can go to crop, and when you hit the down arrow, you can actually change the shape of the image or GIF that you installed. That's pretty cool. I'm going to go back to the square. Now, other than inserting images and GIFs, you also have a Scribble Draw feature. The Scribble Draw feature is right over here under the line. When you hover over these tools, they tell you what they are. But anytime you see this drop-down arrow, you're going to have more features. Select the drop-down arrow and check out the Scribble feature. Students have a touch screen for their Chromebook, so they can actually touch on their screen and draw. You also can draw on your mouse track. So this would be great for annotating and drawing on the page. Notice how you can also write in this gray space to the side. Pretty cool, and Scribble Draw has a lot of fun features. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is how you can embed Google Drawings into other places. So you can create an activity or an assignment here in Google Drawing as a teacher and embed it somewhere else for students to do. In the next video, I'm going to show you a couple of examples of how that could look for your classroom, but I'm going to show you how that function happens right now. First, let's go ahead and give this a name. Let's say I wanted to have a meme or a GIF activity. I would name that meme and GIF activity right now. Then I would go into a doc or something. I'm going to use our companion doc as my play area. So don't mind me. I'm just going to go underneath the last section here into an open space. When you're inside of a Google Doc or a Google Sheet, you can actually embed a Google Drawing. How cool is that? Wherever your cursor is where it's going to go, and then you're going to come to the Insert feature. Notice how you have an Insert Drawing feature, and you can insert a new drawing right here or one that you already made in your drive. Let's grab the one I just made. Now, I just insert it and it kind of looks like this. I'm not a fan of how that looks. I love things to have a border. You can come over here to the border option and select a border if you like and make it a little thicker if you want. You can also expand that. Now, for students to access, they would come right over here to these three dots and open the source. They might also double click. The source will now open and they can add to it. I think it's important to mention the share options. So really, if I was you, if I wanted to do a Google Drawing activity, instead of creating it separately, I would probably create it right here anew inside of the doc that I was working on. And then you could create your activity here. That way your permission settings are all ready to go and you don't have to do it on two separate items. What I mean is when you're building a drawing over here, you would have to open access and open access on the dock. But if you're working on the dock and building it all within one spot, whatever you set access for your dock, we'll set it for everything in the dock. Now hang tight, my friends. We're about to get a little advanced, but don't worry, I'm your guide. I've got you. This next trick is how you insert YouTube videos in a Google Drawing. Now, there is not a function to just insert a video like you have in Google Slides. However, I have a workaround. If you have a Google slide with a video embedded, and to embed a video into a slide, you simply go to Insert, and here you have a video option. Now, Google owns YouTube, so that's why there's a lot of functionality between the two resources. But let's say you embedded a YouTube video right here in a slide. You can actually put that same video in the drawing. It's as simple as selecting the video and copying it. I'm using the shortcut Control C to copy. And then in the drawing, I'm going to hit Control V to paste it. For whatever reason, this is a great hack that allows your video to still play, but in a drawing, since there isn't a way to do that in drawing as of now. You can also grab the video and put it on the sides if you needed to. So you could put directions on the side in this kind of gray space and it lets students work right here in the page. Now, I'm kind of jumping ahead, but there's also the page expansion feature. So if you wanted more space, you would simply just grab this corner here and you can play with the sizing and space for students to work. We've covered GIFs, ScribbleDraw, embedding into other places, inserting YouTube videos, and page expansion. The last trick is hyperlinking. So let's say you have some text here in a drawing. You can select the words and you can see an option pops up to insert a link. You can also right click and you'll see an option to insert a link. I like to actually say like click here and then just put the link on the word here. Let's say you had an article that you wanted to pull. I'm going to grab this link by copying it. And then in the drawing, I just selected the word here. And I'm going to access the insert link option and pasting the link. That's pretty cool. And it's an easy way to get a link there for students to click and make it a hyperlink. You can also select a word and actually type in a website if you have one here, or link it to something else in your Google Drive. It's kind of an advanced trick. Let's say you had an activity you wanted to link it to, grab that, and now you've hyperlinked to another activity in your Drive. Or in this example, we linked it to something else on the internet. So you can hyperlink all kinds of things here in Google Drawing. I hope you guys have enjoyed taking a tour through tools and tips in Google Drawing. In the next video, we're going to focus on ideas that actually will work in your classroom and ways you can use Google Drawings with your students. Enjoy!